Hello. Today we are going to review all the features of Whaticket, a platform specialized in customer service or commercially known as multi-agent CRM for WhatsApp business with chatbot, campaigns, metrics, and everything else. So I'm going to share my screen with you to cover all the points, and that way you can find out if this solution really fits the needs of your company or if you should dismiss it. So let's go to my screen. The first thing you have to do is sign up for our 14-day demo by going to whaticket.com. Normally, you don't need any credit card, free. More, just for those coming from this video. If the 14 days are not enough for you, write to me on Instagram to enable more days for you. If you are any of these businesses and you use WhatsApp, this solution is for you. All our features adapt for all businesses that serve today through social media or WhatsApp. So let's go with the features. The first thing we have to do is the initial setup, which is the connection part. What channels can you connect here to our platform? One, we have WhatsApp Business or regular WhatsApp. We have Facebook Messenger. We have Instagram Direct. We also have live chats, which are usually included on your website or customer support platform. And currently, we have just launched the official API of WhatsApp. Any of these 5 channels are already available within our platform. So once you have added all your channels, you can serve with your team in an organized and centralized manner from Whaticket. Then we have the chat function, and this is where all the magic happens. All your customers will arrive here, no matter through which means they reach you.
They will always be here for your team to handle in real time. What features do we have?
You must have the inbox, where you can use our filters or the search function. For example, if I want to handle only clients with the VIP label, I can apply it and focus only on those. If I want to handle clients from the sales department, I can also apply that and focus only on clients from the sales department. If I want to serve clients only through the WhatsApp channel, I can also do that. So you have all these filters to build your funnel and serve according to your clients' priorities. And the magic happens within the chats, which is here. What functionalities do we have inside the chat? You can add custom tags. You can add information like country, mail, phone number, email, all the data you need. And here we have resolution functions. For example, if you want to close this chat, resolve it, and it leaves the inbox. In this case, you've closed the sale or solved it. Then you go to resolved and open it again. What do we have? Well, the transfer, for example, if you want to transfer this WhatsApp chat to another department or another person, you can set it here, select your department, or if there is no department, leave it as none. You send him a message. Hello, Julian, attend to this client. I click transfer, and this chat automatically goes to your colleague Julian's inbox. And I'm an administrator. I can see all the chats of my team to see if they are being attended to or not, what is happening. We also have the postpone function. What does this mean? For example, if this client asks me in the sales area, I need you to contact me tomorrow or on such a date because I will be available. So that it is not in my inbox and does not obstruct the rest of the clients, what I do is tell the item, you know what? Remind me that this client needs to pay, needs to book this, or what I have done. So I can tell it, you know what? Remind me on Thursday. And that's it. The client on Thursday at that time will arrive in my inbox and will notify the responsible salesperson that the client needs something. And where do I find it if I want to get ahead? I come to resolve and I have here postpone. This client tells me they will return on such a date to my inbox. But well, with this example, let's reopen. Then we have the function to select messages to forward. For example, if you want to forward these messages to another person, you can do it. We also have the message details option. Now, on this side, we have certain functionalities like private notes. You can add internal notes to keep a record of what's happening. You can attach files. You can add a signature. For example, if you want to know who attended to it, it is already in the signature. And you can also remove it. And finally, the option to schedule messages. This is usually for following up with potential clients, scheduling appointment reminders, among other things. What you do is schedule sending, set the date, time, and schedule. The day you have scheduled, this message is delivered. All the things you already use in WhatsApp Business, like adding multimedia files, sending audio messages, you have in our version of Whaticket, both in the app we have for Android and in our mobile version through a browser on iOS. Now let's move on to the hold function. In this option, you will have the chats that have not been assigned to any agent, or the chats that have skipped the chatbot flow. For example, I have here and they notify me that it has been waiting for more than 5 minutes. So the agents who haven't been assigned these chats can start attending to them. Of course, within Whaticket, you configure the option to automatic attention and assignment. What does this mean? With these options that we have within our chatbot, which we will see later, the user chooses the options where they want to go. If they decide to go to sales, they are automatically assigned to a sales staff member, and there are 5 salespeople. And in an equitable way, it distributes the leads that are coming in. We have the search option. For example, if you want to search for leads that have been lost or clients you cannot find, you can do it with their name, email, or WhatsApp number. And you can also filter this here, the connections tags, etc. One of the functions that our clients use the most from this new chat option is that it's not necessary to add it to your phone or anything like that. You press this button, look for their number, add it, and start the conversation with your client without any problem. Now that we have covered the chat option, let's go to the contacts option. What do we have in contacts? Here, all your clients' data will be stored so you can export or import. For example, I'm going to select all my contacts only from WhatsApp, and I have here the SaaS. Here I can edit, add, delete, etc. In addition to this, I can export to an Excel file. For example, I can export it here and it downloads. What data can I download from this client? Now we are going to download this client. The data includes name, email, and the metadata that we have added. You can also import your contacts into our platform. The tags part is where you can create custom tags to identify each of your contacts. You can include colors, names, delete, edit. Quick responses. Here you create shortcuts to make communication with your customer faster. For example, if you have very repetitive questions, with this option you will automate it so that your salespeople are no longer copying and pasting from one place to another. Here I already have a pending payment reminder. Hello. All the variables, for example, and I can add a greeting that gives you, if it's daytime, I will say good morning. Is it night? Good evening. And also the contact name. Do I need to go to a specific department? Yes. For example, support has different quick responses and sales others. So what they will see is for sales.
I click save. How do I use it?
From this option.
Reminder.
Yes, / payment reminder. And these variables will already greet my client. Good morning, Whaticket. In addition to that, in the quick responses, you can add multimedia files like audios, photos, Word, PDF, Excel. And then we allow our help center, where you will see all the tutorials we have on all the features that this video probably won't cover. You will find in our help center. If you have questions during the demo, we have a support section where our team will help you with any doubts or concerns you might have. You send a message through our chat and you will receive an answer to your inquiries. Next, we have the part for teams. This is where you will add and give permission for what you need your team to do. And it is also where you will control who is online and who is offline to assign the corresponding chats. You add a user, and here you put the name, photo, password, whether they are admin or user, email, and which department they belong to, whether support or sales, so that they are already classified. Now, let's move on to the departments and chatbots. What is this functionality for? The departments are used to classify in colors every time a potential customer arrives. And what the system does is assign colors, guiding them to the appropriate department. We usually use marketing, about sales, must say support and certain administrative departments. And this is where you also configure this part of automation and chatbots. For example, let's go to the sales department and I set a name, a color, and a response. And here is where we also add the chatbot, right? And we have a filtering process in the sales department where we can add open questions or options. For example, here I have option 1, option 2, and each option has a sub-menu of responses. You can also include open questions like what is your name, where do you live, how old are you, etc. Likewise, in these chats, you also include multimedia files, like in the quick replies. Now, each department has a user, which means a seller. In this case, you assign to your sellers. And here, you also enable the automatic assignment option, whether online or offline. And otherwise, if you want to assign it to more offline, you enable it, and the chats will be assigned to these sellers or automatic support. We simply click Save. We are going to make a video delving deeper, depending on the business category, with a more advanced chatbot to go into more detail or explain these functionalities further. We have the campaigns, which are important for sending these notifications, reminders, but in a massive way. Ideally, this means sending to customers who have previously interacted with you and through our official Whaticket API. Obviously, how does it work? We add a campaign with the names. If you want a fast send, the same. You add your message, you can add your multimedia and import your data here. Then you click add and you can preview the campaign. And here you have your report on whether it has been sent, delivered, not sent, failed. You just press play when it's loaded and the campaigns will be sent automatically. To wrap up, we also have the report section where you'll see how many chats are being handled, how many chats have been resolved, response time, etc. And here you can use these filters, right? Departments, each salesperson, each user, connections, tags, date. And the nicest thing is that you can export to Excel if you want to build a dashboard to deliver a more advanced report. In our next video, we will touch a bit more on the API to delve into what can be done in this area of automation and integration with external systems. Any additional questions you have related to the functionality of Whaticket, which in fact I have covered almost 80% of what we have within the platform. But if you still have questions, leave them in the comments and I will be responding. You can try our free demo for 14 days at the link I will leave you. If it's not enough, still write to me on Instagram to enable more days. So see you in the next video.